Other news now, police looking for suspects in a double shooting in broad daylight in the South Shore neighborhood. One of the victims, just 16 years old, happened around 10 a.m. in the 6700 block of Cregier. Investigators say a 34-year-old woman and the teen boy were outside when a car pulled up, the people inside opening fire on them. The teenager's in critical condition at University of Chicago Medical Center. The woman is expected to be okay.
But how y'all feel about, like, you know, back door?
I ain't gonna lie, if you want a man, you straight for, but like, I ain't gonna lie, if you don't got no business having whatever you got, gang. And always trying to get your gun, gang on rack. Like, you come kick with me, bro, but like, if I see you don't got no business with that bitch, what the fuck am I doing letting you keep?
Don't move, don't move, don't move, we need that, don't move. What? Fuck. Take the pants off. Take the drawers off. Now run. Now let the drawers run. Run. Take the pants off. Take the drawers off. Now run. Now let the drawers run. Yo, you can't breathe now. You can't breathe now. No, I got one kidney. You can't breathe now. You like to steal cars? You like to steal cars? Yeah, bitch ass. Touch your bitch ass. Yo, you can't breathe now. You can't breathe.
What's up, what it do? Drill Time TV checking in once again. And 4block Lil Mari just saying to get caught up in goofy episode after episode. You see, like them SRTs and turning them into strikers. But hit the like button because the algorithm just keep managing and treat me like Shador Sanders on drive day. It never planned on picking me. No, for real though, but hey, check it out. Now, Lil Mari done been through hell and back in gasoline draws. But now he's back in the headline for allegedly attempting to carjack a female civilian at 10 o'clock in the morning. They pulled up and up fire, but she wasn't going and got the blowing and throwing back in their direction. According to CBS, a woman and a teenage boy was wounded in a shootout in broad daylight on Sunday in the Chicago South Shore neighborhood. At 10 a.m., the 34-year-old woman and the 16-year-old boy was outside at 6700 block of South Cregier Ave. In South Shore, when some people pulled up in a vehicle, displayed guns, and shot them both, police say. The teenage boy was shot 3 times in the body and left in critical condition, while the woman was shot twice in the right leg and reported to be in fair condition. And the word on these streets is she was in a Dodge Challenger, possibly a Hellcat, when Lil Mari them pulled up 4 deep and told her to run and got to clapping. But she defended herself by brandishing her legal firearm, resulting in a shootout. Now, she told 911 she don't know if she hit Lil Mari or not, but got the blowing in his direction to get him up off of her. But not before being struck herself and a 16-year-old boy being left in critical condition. That shit crazy. I'm sending a prayer and speedy recovery out to the 16-year-old boy that was hit up. Now, the police got some questions for Lil Mari and want to talk to him because this woman was a civilian with a legal firearm, and she said she know him and where he be at, and he the person that shot her.
3-year-old's been shot in the leg one time in a green Dodge Challenger. Male black, gray jacket, gray pants. He was with 3 males. The victim has a weapon. She got into a shootout with the male. Happened at 6700 Clyde. The victim is armed. She knows the shooter. Not sure if the male was shot. And she's supposed to be at La Rabida in the parking lot.
312 info.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna try to get a real name, but right now one of the offenders is gonna be the rapper Lil Mari. I don't know if we got 300 David on the air or anything. I'll try to get a name and date of birth.
So one of the victims is Lil Mari, a rapper?
Offender.
One of the offenders. All right, 300 David, you out yet? They know the males who tried to take their vehicle. They're either on Miro or Chappelle. That's what they say, the shooter.
So the shooters fled the scene, they got away, and she said she know where they at, but no one's in custody, and I think the blog's getting Lil Mari mixed up with the 16-year-old boy that's in critical condition. Because Lil Mari got himself up out of there and he wasn't on the scene when the police arrived. Lil Mari apparently had a Twitch stream lined up with a Chicago streamer to go by the name of Playboy Meat. So being that they looking for Lil Mari right now, he done canceled that and went black. The citizens reached their breaking point and fed up with the crime and wanted all to come to an end. From all the crimes being committed on camera that's not being investigated properly to the kids not being able to play outside and have a normal childhood. Hell, the elderly can't even sit on the porch of the house that they bought and paid for to enjoy some fresh air without the YNs coming through playing real life GTA on every block. So people across the world waiting on Trump to send the National Guards in to go to war with the YNs. And Trump had a press conference today, and this is what he had to say about Chicago.
Chicago bracing for the arrival of National Guard troops as President Trump doubles down on his claim they're needed to tamp down on what he says is out of control crime.
We could solve Chicago very quickly, but we're going to make a decision as to where we go over the next day or two.
Over the weekend, Trump sharing a manipulated image of himself with a twist on a quote from the movie Apocalypse Now. The caption says, "I love the smell of deportations in the morning," and the line, "Chicago about to find out why it's called the Department of War." Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson firing back, saying Trump wants to occupy our city and break our Constitution. Trump pushing back.
We're not going to war. We're going to clean up our cities.
Thousands of Americans hitting the streets of Chicago and D.C., protesting against the president's threats and deployment of some 2,000 National Guard troops to the nation's capital. For weeks, the president has threatened to do the same in other Democratic-run cities and states.
Why target Chicago and Boston when there are cities in red states with higher crime rates?
Yeah. Really? Higher than Chicago?
There are, like Memphis and St. Louis.
Excuse me. Do you know how many people were killed in Chicago last weekend? 8. You know how many people were killed in Chicago the week before? 7. You know how many people were wounded? 74 people were wounded. You think there's worse than that? I don't think so.
But FBI statistics from 2024 show that several cities in red states, including Memphis and St. Louis, have significantly higher murder rates than Chicago. It shows Chicago has 17.5 murders per 100,000 people, while the rate is 40.6 for Memphis and 54.1 for St. Louis. But the Windy City did see a particularly violent Labor Day weekend.
Oh yeah, Lil Mari, it's over with. Turn yourself in, gang. They got you. They said you was 4 deep like the song. And the victim's still alive and well and under the Civilian Act. This ain't no street business, so them politics ain't involved. It ain't like you was wearing a mask. Even if you was wearing a mask or not, she spotted you out the crowd and said you shot her. And you better hope that little teenager pulled through or was over with for you. Look, bro, if you wanted to rob somebody, you should have robbed that label that signed you to that 360 deal that can get paid off your name and likeness and left you out here starving. You can't get mad and take somebody else's shit because you ain't got it. Them folks work hard for their shit. Because you know how it go. Everybody get their turn. You just got to stay down till you come up with it. So prayers to the victims of this tragedy. But enough of my thoughts. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Do y'all think Trump should deploy the National Guard to Chicago? Or do Brandon Johnson get everything under control? Hit the like button and the hype button and make sure all your notifications on because you ain't going to want to miss the next one. Drill Time TV. I'm out.